Shark attack! Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today I am taking a look at Mattel's newly released Street Sharks 30th anniversary figures, which includes Ripster, Jab, and Slash. This is the first wave, and they already announced a second wave. Special shout out and thank you to site sponsor Big Bad Toy Store for sending these figures along for review. It's greatly appreciated. To buy these and other Mattel offerings, please use our links off of ToyHypeUSA.com or link below right in the YouTube description. These figures are packaged in a window box here. There's no plastic on these boxes. And they are also in prison cells. You can bend these bars, which I find pretty cool. This packaging is also inspired from the retro line 30 years ago. Here is a look at all sides. Try me, I bite. Nicely done. Try me, I drill. And of course, here is a look at the back. You can try out their features by moving all these. I'm going to demonstrate these for you. So this guy doesn't have the drill. Well, Slash doesn't have the drill, I should say. That is behind him inside the package. Ripster has his mouth open as shown. And we have Jab. He can also open his mouth, which I'm going to demonstrate more closely in this review. I just want to show you guys, you can try these out on the packaging. The packaging features some very nicely done logos here and some retro artwork. What I particularly like about these is the hook that's right here on the top of the packaging. If you guys want to save these in the package, not to get this part ruined or anything, you could just put it up on your wall. And because it has this plastic piece around it, this hook I really should say, it will protect the cardboard, which I think is very cool. Here is a look at the bottom. And of course, a look at the top right there. All of these are the same. I am going to open these up and take these out of packaging, and let's take a closer look. If anyone is interested, you can stream the Street Sharks animated series for free on the Roku channel. If you have that, that is definitely an option for you guys. Or you can check YouTube just to give yourselves a refresher. That is what I've been doing because 3 decades is a really long time, and I really needed just to remind myself about the characters and everything. Here is a look at the figures in hand. The cages are the same, all share the same sculpt and everything, and there is no base on the bottom here. I'm just showing you guys this. So I do find that a little bit disappointing, but then I realized that if they had included a base, the figures might not have fit in these cages, meaning that Ripster here, he just barely fits. Unless they added the base, giving the height another inch on the bottom there, then he probably could. But if they subtracted some of the height by adding it down here, he really wouldn't have fit. His fin is just touching the top there. So I do understand why they didn't include the bottom there. Let's just fix that. He fell over a little bit. Their heads do stand out a little bit out of the cages. Jab, his fin does stick out a little bit out the top here, but the front of his head does touch the front of it. Ripster, his head is sticking out the front. And of course, you have Slash as his drill that I attached as it was disassembled inside the packaging. He does need to stick his nose out as shown. Here is a look at the right side. Here is a look at the left side. Here is a look at the back. These cages are also able to break apart, and I'm going to demonstrate that here. These sides just split apart as shown. Here's there. Here is the top. And so that's what it's going to look like once it's all broken apart. Here's a closer look there. The top can swivel like this, but you can leave it up or right there as shown. Here is a look at Ripster out of the package. So here is your in-hand look here. Phenomenally done. He is given a modern sculpt with updated articulation compared to the vintage figure. 30 years ago, I did not have the vintage figures, and I kind of wish I had picked them up. They were definitely fun, but you know, you're growing up in the 90s, you have limited space and everything. So I did not get them, but I'm very happy to have these in hand today. Here is a look at all sides. Giving you guys a look. Just look at the attention to detail on the teeth and everything. And of course, we have the back here. Nice muscular physique. Metallic blue. He also has a beige colored face here. Black pants, light brown shoes. Metallic silver belt buckle and a light brown belt, which is most of his colors there. The mouth can open up as shown. So I did have trouble photographing the inside of the mouth and holding the camera at the same time, so I'm able to show this much easier on video. Here is a look at the detail on the mouth and everything, as well as the eyes. Here is a look at the poses, showcasing some of the articulation, which I'll go over in a minute. I am having trouble displaying him with bending the knees, stuff like that, as he is top heavy, so you're going to have trouble posing him with bent knees. Here is another pose. And one final pose. I think I forgot to mention that to open the mouth, you just push the fin back as shown. So that is how that feature works. The articulation is the same on all three figures, with the exception of the feature, which I'm going to go over with Jab and Slash. Jab has the same open mouth feature as does Ripster. He does have one more, which I'm going to go over. And of course, Slash has that spinning drill, which I'm also going to go over. Ripster's articulation includes a swivel hinged shoulders, good range of motion there, swivel hinged elbows, swivel hinge wrists, although the hinge joint on the wrist is a little bit tight. He also has ball jointed hips, swivel waist, and swivel hinged ankles. One more feature I just forgot to go over with Ripster is the spinning waist. So you can spin it like that and he will return to the start position. Let's take a closer look at that. So that's pretty cool, and it works on the other side as well. Jab is next, and he is a hammerhead shark. The eyes are on the sides here. Here is a look at all sides. Nice muscular tone. Here is a look at the back. He comes in pants that are camouflaged. She's also a little bit tricky to stand, but you have to position the feet just right. The pants are a light blue with black and white camouflage, and he has black boots. He also has two action features, one of which you can open up the mouth as shown. And here is a closer look at the mouth details. A lot of nice details here. The second feature, pull the arm back and he can extend his top of his head here, his eyes. So here is a look at that on all sides. The skin color is a metallic gold with a light gray on the front. I think the colors work very well together. Also, the fin is how you move the mouth up and down. There's a closer look at that. Just push the fin down. Here is a look at Slash. Obviously, the drill is one of the first things you see about this figure. He comes in a light green skin tone with sculpted gills and dark blue outfit there. Symbols on his shoulders that are red with a kind of like a skeleton fish there. Facial details, very nicely done, just as the vintage figure had. Here is a look at the other side. The drill is also in a metallic gold. Here is a look at the back. The top of the head, you see it switches over to a metallic purple, right where the green is. So as far as the drill, to get this going, you're just going to want to move the switch up and down as shown, and that will move the drill. So, back at San Diego Comic-Con 2015, Mattel had shown a slide during the MattyCollector panel of all the brands that they were looking to bring to that online store during the time, including the Real Ghostbusters, Food Fighters, Street Sharks, Major Matt Mason, Clash of the Titans, Battlestar Galactica, and there were probably other brands that they were looking to bring back. Street Sharks is the first brand announced during that panel, which has now made a comeback as part of the 30th anniversary of the brand. As far as what Mattel was talking about as far as Street Sharks and the other brands, what we may have seen from that, we will probably never know. My guess is that they were looking at Street Sharks something like this. I don't know if we were ever going to get kind of like a Motu Classic style version of Street Sharks, which I really hope to see that happen someday. I think it's a great brand, and I would love to see the Four Horsemen Studios tackle Street Sharks. Those guys can just knock anything out of the park. A second wave of Street Sharks is also planned, which includes Big Slammu, Streex, and Dr. Piranoid. Overall, the Street Sharks are phenomenally done figures. I highly recommend you guys pick this up. This is a great brand and definitely long overdue for a modern revival. Thank you again to site sponsor Big Bad Toy Store for sending these figures along for review. Please purchase these figures through our links. You can find the hyperlinks off of toyhypeusa.com or see the links below in the YouTube description. My recommendation, once again, would be to pick them up. Thank you again for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.